afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from the House Imperial Dean, the one, the only master of propaganda. Off you to everything spectacular and amazing 1v1 here on Nexus. In the east, it is Tiramisu, as always, pretending to be unguided, fighting here for America, freedom, democracy, rolling out here with the 3rd Armored Division. In the west, it is Havoc, fighting for the Oberkommando Germany, Deutschland. Taking on all of the role of the Panzerdivision with the Grand Offensive, Firestorm, and Lead Armored versus Rifle Company, Tactical Support, and Airborne. Most of them for then a bit of tank there for Havoc. And as always, a very big, hearty thanks to my patrons, supporters, those who donate. These people, of course, are a crucial part of what I love to keep doing what I do on a daily basis. A big thanks to all of you. You too can join in the ranks by pledging on Patreon or donating yourself. Links are in the video description. Or you can just comment, like, share, and subscribe. That also does a lot for me, really, in keeping the YouTube algorithms at bay. And we've got Dog right from there for Tiramisu. Fulcher's cool button here for Havoc, heading southwards there aggressively. And we got the first doctor chosen. This Rifle Company here for Tiramisu, opening up for the Sherman EC8. The Rifleman Defensive Structures. Advanced Infantry Equipment, by which we mean flamethrowers. That's really advanced. And fire up, well, there's also flares, but, you know, hardly high-tech either. And white phosphorus smoke barrages. We got Dart Rifle there heading northwards there. Sandbags going up as well rapidly. 2 thumbs there to Tiramisu. In the south, Havoc's full screens advancing, also laying down sandbags as it goes. Thumbs up there to Havoc. More full screens there for Havoc with more rifle there for Tiramisu. So far, standard openings there. Kuwang northwards, they're going to put more pressure up there, I suppose. Sturmpioneer advancing. Racing squad here could find himself in the line of sight here of the Sturmgewehr wielding Sturmpioniere. There we go, shots fired. So far, not a lot of hits though, but there you go, we got volley fire, except the thing is that makes them easier to hit. So the Sturmpioneer have no chance of doing you more damage before they get suppressed. In fact, they mean I can get suppressed back down to 1 man. In this case, volley fire didn't quite work out. It can work out though, but you gotta mind for they're good, they got suppressed, but you notice it took a bit of a while then. That's one thing you can mind with volley fire. It's slightly triggerable to use, but used correctly can actually be quite annoying for the opponent to actually suppress the troops to give you an advantage. But again, you gotta mind what you're using against at what range. Thoughts pursuing the rifle squad here. We've got rifle there by the fuel pump being attacked here with more full grenadiers. Meanwhile, there Havoc hiding behind the hedges, ready to ambush the Americans, thinking the coast is clear. Sandbags, here we go, Rifle squad pushing in there. Probably going to see some fast take here for Tiramisu. I'd expect the platoon command post being activated here for him. We got the Sturmpioneer versus the Rifle squad there, pushing forwards there. Rifle squad need to retreat now before they end up quite dead. Rifle they're getting killed. The Sturmpioneers, Ludwig drops dead. Face down in the dirt. Up north, the Rifle to fight, but the flank is not secure. It is wide open, and Havoc's going to move in the Sturm squad, take advantage of that. Perhaps no, he actually just goes straight for the car front here, deciding, you know what, I got better things to do. Back here, Lieutenant there on the way for Tiramisu as expected. More rifle being forced. More folks there for Havoc and the German army, the Panzer Division. Sturmpioneer charging at the Rifle squad there, backed up at the full screens here. Full coming up here as well. Sturm's being caught in a bit of a pincer, but the Riflemen think worse off for that, to be honest. Down to just 3 men, but low in health still. They are fighting quite well. The Rifle squad down to 1 man retreating. Sturmpioneer squad, he might be pushed back a bit too far, hit there by Havoc, and there go Dustin being retreated, but nonetheless he's done a lot there in the south. Vietnam versus the Kubelwagen. Not the best engagement here for the Vietnams, Rifle reinforcing. More troops heading northwards here. Honestly, at this point, it wouldn't be, I think, a bad idea for Team to head southwards, like ignore the main body of Havoc's force right now. But it seems like Tiramisu is determined to beat Havoc senseless in the name of freedom. We got Lieutenant out here heading south to assist the rest in the south. They got fuel pump beast under neutral. A lot of skirmishing, a lot of murdering. What may Tiramisu be planning next? Nothing further. Needs to get those Rifle squad moving, but he's obviously a bit pressured, I think, on a lot of sides here. Lieutenant continuing the path southwards. Kuban there actually lose out to the echelons. Good work there by Tiramisu. Less great there for Havoc. Less great. Small win there for America, freedom, and democracy. No check yet there for Havoc. No additional info. There you go. Got the truck on the way. The Schwere Wehrmacht-Schlepper. The fact we're not seeing like anything like Panthers right away might indicate he's going for the Firestorm or Elite Armor. And there you go. Folks routed. Lieutenant flanking in there with the threat. Averting the southeast. Suddenly Havoc finds himself in a bit of a spot of trouble there. The Kuban able to keep the flank secure. Or at least, you know, slightly less blind. And Tiramisu taking advantage of this push here. We also got mines down there. Thumbs up. They're making use of the Rifleman defensive structures to mine and, well, make any kind of push here from Havoc. Much harder ambulance on the way there. Plus, we got trucks being mechanized command post going up. Truck up there. Battle Group headquarters for Havoc to fight healing for his men. Most needed medical support there. Reason's almost got the southern victory point. We'll have to retreat soon. Northern point being seized. Again, mines here from Tiramisu. Really good work. Most of American players, even if they go for a doctrine with rifle defensive structures, tend not to lay down mines. This is great stuff there by Tiramisu, and very much, again, worth commenting on. Again, this is going to make it a bit harder here for Havoc just charge in and grab points. Reason they're about to get wiped out. Stuck around for too long, and they paid the ultimate price. Returning southwards there. Comfortable hut put here halfway done. We'll have to do Ghost Roll. I would not be surprised to see the flag half attack. The flag half attack sort of swings back and forth in terms of like meta popularity. Like, this is the flag half attack as Luke's Puma, and you tend to swing back and forth between these two. Right now, the meta pendulum seems to be swinging towards the flag half attack, so we're strongly expecting that here. But actually, I've got an MU-54 for Havoc. Maybe not this time around for him. Northern Big Post sees the Rival Squad. Sandbags down again. May also lay down, of course, more mines. Lieutenant Graham in the center. He cannot lay down mines because obviously that's not the sort of job a lieutenant does. Rival Squad himself is there. Pushing towards the center. We've got strong guys on there for Havoc, so perhaps not Forestrum. If it is, it's not quite the typical Forestrum. Plus, I mean, most people when they go for Forestrum anyways nowadays go for mechanized and use the upper blitz as an ambulance, so less likely. So it's either lead down, or it could still be ground defense, to be honest, just for the Tiger and the Opus for assault rifles. But, you know, typically one of these go for at least a couple of panzer with because, you know, they can be quite good. But anyways, mines on here from Havoc. Both sides mining. Thumbs up to that. Stuart light tank here for Tiramisu. Freedom. Democracy. Another truck there for Havoc. He's going to be taking it here fast versus the Americans. Front's mounting looking to flank the Rival Squad. They're taking casualties to push roads there. Dieter and Dietrich drop dead. Rival Squad pushing out the folks in the south. Falling back here, deal with the flank here with the Lieutenant. Folks moving up. Their assault rifles got more rifling to assist here. Sun of the table turning here and Havoc in the assembly's got more troops moving. In fact, they got an MD-54 to suppress Tiramisu's men. Stood light taking those almost done. In the south here, Rival Squad got a full squad. Too much going in for Havoc, and he paid a high price there. Good for Tiramisu. Getting rid of the MD squad there. Certainly going to slow down Havoc at this point. Any other plans he may have, certainly going to slow down his tech. So great stuff there. And of course, right now, importantly, Havoc has no anti-tank weapons. We got the Stuart light tanks out here, though. For Tiramisu, we got the reaction the way here as well for him. Obviously, he's going to, I imagine, go for minesweepers here because he's clearly concerned about Havoc laying down mines as any sensible player should. Meanwhile, Havoc's yet to go for any mines. Well, he actually has. Well, I was about to say, haha, he has not done it, but obviously, I should check before making such statements. Otherwise, I'm just going to make myself look like an arse. Troops reinforcing healing, though. No weapon racks there. In the south, got rifling about there. Sturmpioneer straight to Rival Squad, and there you go. Friedrich drops dead. Schumacher notching head there, straight at the Rival Squad there. Could take further catch down to 2 men, in fact. Yeah, that's going to be a treat here with risk losing the Sturm. Punch would be a significant blow there to have. He got the MD-34 moving in, but not the greatest set of them, particularly the suit about. They could actually get a wipe here, maybe even 2 there on Havoc, and certainly getting any number of wipes here would be devastating on top of the whole losing the full squad. No, but the Scrap Hunter calls up in the base. Nice there. Certainly indicates he's a bit more concerned there. He could actually risk destroying it here, but he doesn't actually push in, meaning he has not realized he missed the opportunity to perhaps destroy the Scrap Hunter quarters, almost at least. Also missed out on the chance of wipe for there. Obviously, Candace doesn't want to risk it here. Monstrous up this spot on the mines here. MD-34 getting the devil out of there. Back here, reinforcement healing. Scrap Hunter calls almost done here. Back in Tiramisu's base. We've got the weapon racks going online soon enough. They finally found the keys. Turns out the keys are kind of expensive, but you know, that's the capitalist system for you. Goddamn, why does Acme keep getting the keys for weapon racks? I don't know. Ask the president. He thought it'd be a great idea. Anyways, grab the center here. Foot's being hammered there. Up north, got the point being seized by the Foot Grenadiers. Nice play there by Havoc, trying to avoid the main force of Tiramisu when he can't engage it, I think, easily. I think that's a really good maneuver there, in particular since he has no anti-tank weapons. And so far is not going for any, which remains a bit interesting. I mean, obviously the suit is not that great of a threat right away, but it's still not something you can ignore either for too long before it does very bad things to you. But there you go. Shroud Panther quarters up. Authorized. He's likely pushing out for Panther 4 there, which does have a slight extra armor bonus here due to the Iron Hide bulletin. Lieutenant rifling up. They've got the BARs ready. Stuart moving up there. The M5A1. Mines down here from Havoc. Really, I mean, consistent mining from both sides. But it seems like Tiramisu is starting to mine less and less, whereas Havoc is still, you know, keeping up with the mining here. So, good work there by Havoc. Still, whereas again, Tiramisu did good work, but now seems to have lapsed a bit. 5th Cav following up here for Tiramisu to deal, of course, with the infantry. Echidna for Havoc to deal with the Steward Light Tank. Meanwhile, with the current income, he is roughly 2 minutes away from a Panzer IV Model J here versus Tiramisu. Tiramisu, meanwhile, is standing a bit further away there from any medium armor. And this is, of course, going to be where, like, Havoc's going to really try and swing the game in his favor. Moving ahead to the Ralph Court there. Not the best fighting position for infantry, since several sides only has one window, meaning against any infantry on the outside, they're going to really lose out. MD-34 moving up here. Force coming to sort of flank the Ralph Court here. Probably use the pile of junk and debris there to flank the Ralph Court. MD-34 moving up, suppressing there. Very good. South side, a bit of small push. But we got a bit of harassment here as well from Tiramisu in the center. Thumbs up to that. No more BAR so far being handed out here, though I imagine the priority might like to be bazookas here, perhaps? Or not. We got the Lieutenant Police upgrade with some BAR. It's very good still going for the MD-34. Landing some nice hits there with this 3rd cylinder gun. Finding the center here with the Ratwort and the Fultz gun deal. The Fultz is doing pretty low on health. Fortunately for Havoc here, there are no grenades upgraded for Tiramisu. I could probably pop one here and maybe even pop the squad. Like a pimple. Almost got the Fultz there with the Steward Light Tank, but the Kidnapper in the way very much proved to be an obstacle the Steward Light Tank cannot ignore. Meanwhile, though, Havoc very, very close to the Panzer IV Model J here. Tiramisu is yet to take up, of course, so he's certainly got some way to go. He is taking up now, but there's, of course, a significant gap right now in Tiramisu's force capability. He has absolutely no anti-tank weapons besides anti-tank rifle grenades. So he will have to go for some bazookas at the bare minimum. Bare minimum is going to need at least several bazookas to have a chance over the Panzer IV while he's stalling out for whatever army he's planning, which is probably going to be the EC8 here. And Havoc does go for ground offensive, which of course features Panzer. He's probably not going to use its smoke bombs, infrared assault rifles, Panzer Commander, and the Tiger command tank. So slightly less orthodox use of ground offensives in some ways, in other ways probably quite conventional. Depends, I suppose, your school of thought. Stuart there pushing back the Sturm Pioneer, pushing the center north fuel pond here, holded by the MD-34. Here we got foot with the Lieutenant there, pushing them back. Panther 4 Model J almost done there for Havoc. Major out. Still got some time here for any tanks, but he's actually got a good chunk of the map here, so it may not be too far away from the EC8 either here versus Havoc, though he could do with a few more points to speed up the process just a bit further. Of course, we could get his hand on the fuel pond, that even better. The Kedman moving in. Panzer 4 Model J there pushing forwards here for the Panzer Layer, Panzer Division. Pipcal protecting against any southern raids there and quickly stops 2 Fultz squads beautifully. Returning with the Fultz Grenadiers. Up north, he's still fighting here, trying to get out that point with the MD-34 remaining in possession. It's always going to be a tall order. He could, though, use white phosphorus, but that also means he has got no munitions for the bazookas. He's likely going to need it for the Panther 4, which is by the way adding the Panzer Commander. Thumbs up there to Havoc. We got 38 fuel now, certainly further speeding up the process of getting out the EC8 Sherman here, which is going to be quite good versus the Panther 4, and in fact a bit cheaper than it. And while it may not quite have the same level of armor, actually they cost roughly the same, but EC8 has more health than the Panther Model J, almost the same level of armor, better penetration, smoke, self-repair, and of course 5th Cav machine gun being added on top. Route Court that went down, better blow there to Tiramisu going for a replacement infantry squad. Are we seeing any bazookas here? Yes, indeed. We got the bazooka team ready here. Orbits up here for Havoc. Some more elite infantry. Got the position here. Routed the Krauts, which is then going to further help push fuel for a Sherman here. Folks getting towards the center. Time for the north is there. It actually costs the same. I actually thought the EC8 was slightly cheaper, but apparently I misremembered. That happens. 5th Cav is the Fultz there, got Orbison almost done there for Havoc. Up north, got the Panther 4 to push back the Alpha Squad. Almost landing a full wipe there. Great stuff, shooting hit from the Kedman. Rather close range. The bigger problem, of course, being the Panther 4. And we got Telecorn to further drop any support from infantry nearby. We got the Super Farm, the Panther 4. And we got stun shot there. Might be able to find out the tank rifle grenade here. And then get with more bazooka shots here. There could be a bit of a problem there for Havoc. And no extended Panther 4. There we go. Less than half health here. Tiramisu punishing Havoc for 2 aggressive Panther 4 play. No infantry support, I think, is nearby. 4th Cav got the ops on the way, but they may not be enough. More bazooka fire here. Panzer 4 is barely operable. Havoc there went from a glorious triumphant charge for Germany to a bit of a limping retreat, and the Panzer IV went down, slapped into the ground here by Tiramisu, punishing Havoc's hubris. And as always, remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Fixing the Stuart light tank up north here, point being seized. In the south, we've got the 50 cal here versus Sturm Union. We got the Shelly for Havoc, or Tiramisu. Not going for the EC8, just a regular one. Makes sense, though. Part of me probably still go for the EC8, but I'll wait. Having a tank out right now while Havoc has none is pretty good there. Havoc obviously knows where the game is turning and is going for another game. Absolutely access enough, and tank ones here versus Tiramisu. Obviously, they're routed with the Stuart light tank. The level 2, of course, will be tries to install for a command tiger, which I think would be a bit ambitious and risky, considering how he just blew his Panzer IV. But we'll have to see if he does that. Shamler's almost done here for Tiramisu. Sturm has in a lot of trouble. Suppressor fire route with VAR's 5th car backing up, and there you go. M4A3 Sherman out there for Tiramisu. We got 15 for 16, 422. So far, small lead here for Tiramisu over Havoc. Stuart light tank charging after the Sturm Pioneer. Kevin gets a good hit. Almost going to want the Sturm Pioneers, but one man lives to tell the tale. Up north, in Major Sherman Rifleman almost in there for the northern control there again. Stuart light tank narrowly survives and encountered them. We got Fulton on the flank here. Could threaten to take out the Stuart as he retreats. Also just threatens to cut off the southern resources. Sherman pushing forwards here. High explosives just being unloaded into any German infantrymen or support weapons. The stick their noses out too far. Stuart light tank there, narrowly avoids the Fulton's actually setting up to repair. I feel like that's a bit risky, but I suppose he feels might be need some speed there. Sherman, ooh, double a kid now for his mine. Nasty combination there. Tiramisu throwing down smoke. But he needs, I think, to take a slightly different path, because right now he's just making too obvious for this Vaken to guess where it is. So right there, what he should have done is actually driven around here and pull up there. What he did here was just moving in a straight line, meaning, you know, if Havoc just fight the rockets in a straight line where the Sherman's moving, you know, it's going to hit. Whereas if just like, you know, weird off here, they'd be building away, but also crucially, the Kevin was not able to predict where he was. So slight mistake there by Tiramisu. Might have been a path in the issue or something else, but you know, from my perspective, that could have been handled a bit better. But again, there might have been some issue cropping up, they're causing some markup. There we go. Smoke bombs on it to help this Fox's retreat. Nice work there. Nice save by Havoc. Another 5th cal here for Tiramisu. So we're back to no side having tanks now. M4 bang up the troops of the push here. Rascal being routed. Fulton moving up him for the centre victory point. We got Finn 47 to 422. Heavy fighting here. Infantry being bled dry. Of course, they've got the Stuart light tank, but that is not the Sherman tank. So lesser threat here to Havoc's infantry. Often an anti-new tank to make get. We'll of course have to see if Havoc does go for the Panzer IV Moldier. We will try to go for Tiger tank here. Or Panther for that matter. Well, he's got them fuel now. He just needs the manpower goal in the Panzer IV Model J. Panzer IV Asphalt. Up north here we got the Rifle versus the echelons. Rockets versus rockets. And some other bits. Plus a minesweeper. Holding up the centre. Pulls around the echelons. Rifle going for the Obersoldaten. Good hit there. But the same to the chance in the range of the Obersoldaten in for assault rifles. Not the best position to be in there. Go. Models quickly dropping against the infantry Sturmgewehrs with their vampire sights. Make very short work of the riflemen. Just got Raven into the 5th cavalry here. We do get another pen from Moldier here for Havoc. No Tiger stall here from him. Very good. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Obviously rounded, base is swarmed by enough infantry here. Havoc is forced to retreat. He is forced to pull back his men. Coming in here, we got 2 squads over the assault rifle of the rifle squad there. The blend cover has weakened them, making the counter attack here for Havoc much easier. So thumbs up there to that blend cover. Panzer IV Moldier halfway done. In the centre, Stuart light tank charging in. They're going for the infantry, forcing retreat and pushing away the Kevin as well. The aggressive push. It could have backfired here on Tiramisu. That would say a minus some with the Panzer IV targeting. But in this case, paid off beautifully, finishing so many units retreating here under Havoc's command. Thumbs up there. And shoving away there for Tiramisu. I think at this point he really should consider an EC8 here versus this Panzer IV Moldier want to seize it. Well, of course, if that is what he does, but I think that is what he should do. So there we go. Second Model G out there for Havoc. Adding the Panzer Commander on that one as well. South Field being grabbed again. 5th caliber as well. We got 323 versus 422. Towards their proper shoot retreat. Panzering towards the centre. Looks like Tiramisu is sticking to the regular Sherman here with the Panzer von Molyneux. No ECH for him. To head northwards. So almost done with the Sherman. In the south, we've got an infantry advance here from Havoc. 2 squads. Mines was ready. But again, Tiramisu really hasn't been laying down a lot of mines as of late. He earned it in the early game, which is still nice, but he seems to have again sort of lapsed. Panther engaging here, taking hits from bazookas again. Havoc Spain there clearly. From the south, 5th coming to hold the gems. Looks like they've forgotten about the troops here. They could get shredded here with the 5th coming. Nope, does retreat. Very good. Far up north, pushing with infantry and light armor combined. Goes for the northern resource points. Havoc's main force remains in the centre, leads to most of the support weapons the Panther 4, and his best infantry remains there. Sherman out there for Tiramisu. Of Norfolk, in fact, almost getting wiped out here by Tiramisu. Counter-attack from the centre launched. Panther 4 with infantry and support weapons here. Quick retreat here from Tiramisu in the face of such a vicious response in the centre. They're taking advantage of that. Try to go for centre clip like him, couldn't even steal and turn against Havoc, and that's exactly what I think he's going to do here. Yes, indeed. A stinging blow there to Havoc. Punished for lapse in attention there. Sherman taking nasty hits there. Major also quick bazookas now. So right now, Tiramisu actually has a good deal of anti-tank weapons. He's got 2 bazooka teams plus the Kettenwerfer to back up his tanks and other infantry. This could actually be a bit of a problem there for Havoc. We'll have to see how he responds to that. More upside, of course, could be one way of dealing with it. Which, of course, if that's what he commits, he's going to transfer for the command tag, whatever. There you go. Kevin gets away from the Stewart. And you've had 4 in a confrontation with the Sherman tank. Could add a 5th caliber to that. Looks like he is not doing that. Looks like he is not. Package reinforcing healing. Fixing up the Sherman. Light Infantry Effect, the Light Infantry Geschütz, 18. So named as a deception method, so not the Light Infantry Geschütz, but the 18, which was sort of indicate was made, first put into action in 1918, when reality was much later than that. But it was a measure they did to fool the Allies into thinking it was a World War Era 1 weapon, when it wasn't, of course, weren't actually allowed to make those weapons under the armistice and whatnot. Got smoke bombs in again from Havoc, though nice work there. Obfuscates and makes it harder here for Tiramisu to defend against the attack. Very good there. 2 thumbs up to Havoc. Great use of smoke there. Great use. Stood like in trouble. We got the Ops ending with the infantry. There we go. And we got Blenco's. Well, the Ops definitely got a lot of disruptive work in the end, though. The counter-attack here from Tiramisu is of such a scale here that Havoc is forced to pull back here. Doesn't have enough firepower to deal with that to risk losing otherwise. Absolutely called in. Penfolds came in the show. He's trying to Ops on to retreat. Bazooka seems to click and right. Got a bang grenade on the Rav squad, and there's so much coming in. Tiramisu doesn't realise it. Might actually risk losing the Rav squad. Perhaps no. Panther 4 there. Less than health. Half health here. Just a completely brutal engagement here. Panther 4 bounces a shot here from the Sherman. Gets into the safety of the base. The Bazooka team's also falling back. And the South was right with the Rav squad. And we still got the infantry fighting here. Then start falling back as well here. A brutal engagement with high casualties on both sides. Then it does look like Tiramisu came out on that one, since he didn't lose any ground. Having the force to concede the north. Now I think in like any real wipes either. And it does look like he's going in for the command tiger. Thinking he needs bigger measures here versus Tiramisu. Of course, might also be playing a Panther. Got a captain out there for Havoc, by the way. Oh, for Tiramisu, I mean, not Havoc. So there might be some anti-tanks away here for Tiramisu. Or pack out, I suppose. We should see what he goes for. Shot fired. Ace to bring in there. Another set of smoke bombs here from Havoc in the south against the 5th Cub there. Of course, since Tiramisu hasn't moved it at all, he knows where it is. Can actually move in there to just deal with it. 2 thumbs up there. It is being repositioned, but it may not be enough here. As of course Havoc may expect, they have set of units on the other side of the smoke to then deal with it. In fact, he might spread out and there you go. Tiramisu just retreat. So, all the way, good work there by Havoc. Thumbs up. That's a nice planned smoke push there. Which is actually quite worthwhile to point out because most players only tend to use the smoke incredibly reactively, like they never to use smoke as an actually palm plan of an attack. So really good work there, but that's not to say no one does it. Just like the vast majority of players typically tend not to, but again, there are definitely players who are good at using it more proactively. And I would say they also typically tend to be some of the more dangerous players. By the way, he is not far from the target tank here. We're probably looking at a minute, a bit above a minute. Mines in the south. Good work by Havoc. Nice wide assault in the south from Tiramisu. Obviously, they're being forced out in the open to deal with that. In the south, we've got Bazooka team trying to deal with the Panther, being caught by an MG34 there behind some wreckage. Got Northern Field being claimed back here by the Germans. They attempt to, but no. Stopped by the Sherman here. We got 3 kills on it. Got to lift here in the machine gun position, but not. Oh, there we go. Almost takes out the MG34, and the Sturm Pioneers narrowly avoid it, and so that's the MG34 and the envelopes fit. Well, mostly, anyways. Whew. Talk about luck there for Havoc. Very close to the command Tiger, though. He has the fuel, he has the command points, he has the track. He just needs the manpower and call in the command Tiger. In the center, we've got 5th Cav with Stuart as the full condition need repairs in the south point being claimed once more by America, freedom, and democracy. We'll have to see, of course, how Havoc responds, or Tiramisu responds to the command Tiger. Might be Jackson's, might be EC8s, we shall see. And Havoc here, very, very close to the command Tiger. Got a Northern Victory Point, we got 260 with a 397. There we go. Command Tiger ready at the trend zone and mark here for Havoc. Adding the pin map machine guns, and you can't add the Panther command to the command Tiger. Turns out that was a bit too good, so that got nerfed. Now the command Tiger can only go for a pin map machine gun. Stood falling back here. Jumps in the out, opens up, they're targeting the head here. Valve squad almost obliterated by the Tiger tank. Jackson is on the way here for Tiramisu in response to the command Tiger here from Havoc to command. 231 to 397, there goes shots fired. Tiger tank strikes off most of it. But is getting stunned out a bit here by the Sword Light Tank, and there you go, Bazooka fire here, damage engine from around 4 grenade there, more damage to the command Tiger, he's starting to get a bit dicey here for Havoc, he's trying to get the Tiger Tank out there, but Tiramisu is not quite keen on letting go if possible. In fact, right now Havoc has barely any map here versus Tiramisu, a huge advantage in terms of control there for Tiramisu. Of course, ultimately he has to defend a lot, so if Havoc plays his cards correctly, he could turn this against Tiramisu. We got 207 of 397. Panther taking nasty from Bazookas and like Cadnafers. Need to pull that one back as well. In fact, he may need some more Sturm Pioneer to help speed up repairs of his tanks. He may need more. With 195 to 397. Sherman in there. Sturm getting shot at bits there. Tiger taking brushes off a shot there. Stuart moving in there. Almost got the Sherman here. Tiramisu perhaps getting a bit too overconfident now versus Havoc. Oh dear. Bit of an awkward position for the light going to be caught in here by the captain. Quick move to deal with that. I can bring hold to the front line here. Tiger team being fixed up. Still only one strong Pioneer score to do all the work. Smoke bombs again. Again, I think in this case partly for reconnaissance purposes, also again just like to frustrate any defense team might establish around the center victory point. So thumbs up there to Havoc. Of course, he lacks anti-tank weapons in larger number. He does get a pencil for the Sherman, which does so in bit here, or 5th Cav spreads in the opposite garden. So far then the 5th Cav pushing it away. Small push there by Havoc, which actually went through. Nice work there. In the south, Stuart going into the full communities. Almost got the center victory point. And he can't pursue because he needs to get out the point here to stop the bleeding, at least for a bit here. Jack's going to hit the Kidnap for command Tiger. Almost good to go for Havoc. For Germany, Deutsche, meanwhile, Tiramisu launching another assault here with the brave men of the 3rd Armoured Division. Up northeast, Shem, they're blazing away there with high explosive shells, hoping to snuff out as many gems as can. There go Command Tiger, blazing forwards, crashing walls in the process. But the Jackson does provide to be a sufficiently venomous roadblock here to push back the Tiger tank. But there you go, gets another hit. There's 7 kills. Jackson shoots, misses. And the center foot's being hammered with the 50 caliber, getting suppressed, pinned to the ground like insects. Truck on the way there for Havoc, probably a mechanized regiment to help with repairs. I don't think he's got any plans going for the King Tiger, but having the mechanized repair regiment up would of course run repair plenty to speed up repairs and also have to, like, you know, make him manage it less. Got 152 versus 90, but he needs to get up fast because he can't even like afford to like spend a lot of time doing nothing and repairing and all that and set up for it. Like he needs to like do something about those victory points at a reasonably fast pace before Tiramisu just crashes him. MD4 getting 83, very nice. Titanium just needing some hits, misses though. Gutlick heading up crew though. MD4 from here from the Jackson. Titan gaining veterans who won. Oh, the Bazooka's going for it. There we go, grabs it, but I think they help to retreat here in the face of stiff resistance from Havoc, and the German army were able to clear it out. Ended up just giving Havoc a lot of experience, and I'll just finish it off like Kednev. Thumbs up. Grenade for Tiramisu, not a bad pick, though I would say slightly late, but again, not a bad pick. Bazooka making it. Easy target for the Tiger tank at that range. Pushing for the south here, but we got a rifle in the way plus the Sherman. Panzer moving to assist. Shot bounces though. Panzer bounces as well. Obs on there, close to death. The last one not doing too well either. We got Sherman 24, they're moving in. Mechanized ready yet to be set up. He's got the truck, but he's yet to upgrade it. Large squad rider could see YP on Tiramisu, trying to help out Havoc a lot here. We got 132 to 390. Jackson shoots, misses. Drive squad wiped out. Stinging blow there to Tiramisu. Sherman, Jackson pushing in, trying to go for that Panther. My wrist Panther's getting knocked out here. Command Tiger collects a strike here from the north. Get behind the trouble. It's being engaged by infantry as well there. Panther 4 blitzing away. Shot went through, other one failed to hit. Jackson almost knocked out here. Still have health left. Tiger tank there being flanked by the Stuart light tank, but it's not going to matter much here. We got troops flanked up behind here. Falls good Panther past the Jackson. For the Demon with the Bazooka teams wanting on the flank here. Tiramisu being cut through here like a hot butter. A hot knife. There, good Jackson knocked out. He's Sherman in trouble here. A brutal engagement bound forth. High catching on both sides. I believe it's Havoc here is coming ahead there over Tiramisu. Jackson number 2 on the way there for Tiramisu, but until then he is in a tight spot there. Tiger tank being pushed ahead. He's going to try and take it up. We got infantry in there just screening to cover the retreat there. More Sturm plans for Havoc. Miles want to try and sneak north, which can spare the resources of the men. Pentaphonic repairs. Mechanized regiment still not set up here for Havoc. Too much going on there. Always to spare the manpower, I guess. We got 115 versus 390. Bravo squad on 5 from the Tiger tank, laying down mines again. On the south here, we got Falcons in the lone health versus the captain. Veterans who won there, equipped with BARs, of course, the Thompson. A instant retreat here from the Falcons. Are absolutely not ready for that fight. Command Titan, then you repairs close to veteran 2. Jackson almost done there for Tiramisu. Sherman running forward here. Jackson ready. Grenade off, wiping almost them before, but some do survive. Titan lands another great hit with his 8-hit move gun. And we got here the Command Tiger belt ready. We got the 5th cavalry here being pursued by Fulton Grenadiers. Jackson shoots, misses, and it's obviously firing an infantry, and it's not quite good for that. Van Hunt gun off, got 97 versus 390, going a bit tight here for Havoc. While he's definitely doing some heavy damage to Tiramisu, he's not able to make any gains off it. Tank here being repaired, mechanized rig almost done. Of course, the repair pioneers as well to speed up the process. We got 88 versus 390. Tiger tank shoots, very close to 22 there. Jackson keeps up the pursuit. Tiger tank gaining veteran 2. Shot bounces, pretty lucky there for Havoc. We got 76 versus 390. One thing Timmy's might want to do is to begin mining the victory points, lay down fighting positions, basically just digging around the victory points. At least lay down some defenses so Havoc can't sneak in some troops to grab them while Tiramisu isn't paying attention. Panther 4 there, close to Veteran 3. Good there for Havoc, less great for Tiramisu. We got 61 versus 390. Command Tide being steadily fixed up in the south. We've got troops hitting our mines. We actually has mine points. Thumbs up to Tiramisu. But clearly not enough here to stop Havoc. Panther has been knocked out there. Betsy 3 close to the 4th Jackson. Heavy damage there. Command Tiger being repaired. Mechanized ready up, but not enough resources to repair Pioneers as of yet. 44 versus 390. Could try and sneak up some forces for a deep flank and go for the victory point there. Almost got the southern one with the MG34 there. Almost ace level on that. No repair Pioneers. Smoke screen here in the center from Havoc. 2 thumbs up. Nice work. Definitely nice use of smoke there by Havoc, and I would say consistent good use of smoke by Havoc again. That's also, I think, really what is worth pointing out. It's not just like he's using smoke well once or twice, he's actually consistently using smoke well. So that definitely deserves some praise there. Almost got the sword light tank pushing up with the Panther 4. Veteran 4 gained on it. Might go down, but he's willing to risk it here. Versus opponent is down to 27, so like he needs to like do or die here. Orbison gaining Veteran 4. 20 kills. Jack to far away, the TIE tank also pushing ahead here. Seek Order Told is apparently now Havoc's motto. He's pushing in, he's giving it all he's got here. Versus Tiramisu gets the Jackson. Might lose the target tank here though. The Kevin setting up here. Shot fired in the Jackson. Penfold shoots get hit as well. We've got White Fox pulling the Kedden Alpha. Gonna be a close one there. Tiger tank with a sliver health left here. Almost got the Sherman. Sherman bounces. Penfold moving in. Tiger tank keeps the front towards the Sherman at all times. Gets the Sherman. Captain wiped out by Lone Orbital Dart. 23 kills. We've got 17 versus 390. Tiramisu's got next to nothing left. Got another Jackson away for him. He of course needs to repair his armor. Fast. Schnell. Still repair Pioneers, unfortunately. Need to retreat the Orbital. We've got a blend cover down there that assists, I suppose, in retreating. Grab the center. Grab the north here as well. Very good. Need to defend the south as well as possible. We've got 12 points left versus 390. Panther up the advanced reaction squad. Almost takes out the entire bazooka team. 2 men left. 1 man left. No men left. They're all dead. Pile of broken corpses. Sturm Punch grabbed the bazooka. I think primarily just denied to Tiramisu so they can't be fired as his tanks. Target tank pulled back. We finally got the repair Pioneers up. They got 11 versus 390. Left cover cleared out there. Panther 4 almost ace level. Wild squad heading for the northern point. Shot fired, got a kill. Another kill. Titan repaired, reinforcing healing, grabbing the northern point. Jackson out. Force trying to hold the point, but we got a grenade off here, and there you go. Force retreat here. We got 11 versus 371. Panther 4 ramping dispatch northwards there. Target tank halfway fixed, roughly. Grab the southern fuel. Tiramisu's got next to nothing left. Any wipes here could be, quite frankly, catastrophic. Because while he's got plenty of points left, command victory points, if he loses too much, I don't think he can recover him with that small of a difference here and win it still. There you go, Ralph being routed. And there you go, ace of Panther 4. Jackson's on the scene to stop it remaining there. Another Panther 4 for Havoc. Could actually complex, so can't get behind Jackson, deal with it that way, but no, he disengages, tries to get to safety. Ground points here, we got 11 versus 344. All something up there. Close to the ace level on those chaps as well. And there you go, GG, game over. Tiramisu gives up, a loss for freedom. The 3rd Armored Division, a victory for Germany. Deutschland. So there you go. GG, game over. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment on it, tell a friend, tell a family, but don't tell enemies. This is Imperial Links. Cheers. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.